Welcome to our fifth session in Autumn Qigong for better breathing, better immunity, and well-being. In this fifth session, we are meeting the Alchemist, and we've been on an epic journey so far. We started with creating our container, our personal container, our collective container. Then we came to our center. We anchored our breath in our center. Then we started the healing process because autumn is connected to the metal element. And the season of autumn and metal element are all about clarifying, releasing, and letting go. So when we started our healing process, of releasing and letting go what we're holding heavy in our chest, in our heart, right here in this front. And what happens is through the years, we've been carrying this energy for so long. And when we started our healing process, we honored what was here and opened it and came in contact with it. And then came the white crane, and the white crane helped us rise above, helped us see life from a different perspective, helped us have different angles and vantage points. And the white crane is so beautiful and elegant in the flight. She showed us how brilliant and gorgeous it is to move and undulate your spine and to fly far and go beyond your limiting beliefs, beyond these old identities that no longer serve us. And then the white crane also showed us the power in being still. And tonight we're meeting the Alchemist. And we're continuing this journey of transforming grief and sadness into gratitude, into inspiration, into courage, right? So the alchemist is a great transformer. And the alchemist is seeking gold. And the alchemist is a very conscious, intentional co-creator. But they're not necessarily always co-creating by adding things. It's more like a sculptor who sees the rock, the stone, the raw stone, and then removes everything that is not the statue. So in that same way, the alchemist tonight, we're going to remove everything that is not love, that is not your essence, that is not the truth of who you are. And removing these rigid armor like breastplates, like armor that prevent us from breathing and opening our heart and sharing ourselves. You know, I use the word healthy boundaries, but I also just really want it to be that it's this knowing of your uniqueness and being a part of the whole, not cutting yourself off. It's a beautiful process. And this alchemist gold that we're seeking, it's not metal. It's not in your ring, it's not in your earrings or on your necklace or in your grandma's cabinet somewhere. It's inside you. It's inside your heart. And what alchemists need to distill and to remove the dross is heat and fire. So tonight we're going to work with some fire, some heart element. We're going to work also with some water because metal goes to water. But the reason we want to work with fire is because fire controls metal. Metal, when it gets out of balance, is too rigid, it's too stiff, it's too stuck. And fire helps it soften and become malleable and reform. So having that backdrop, let's come into our center and knowing that this work that we're doing is precious. What we're revealing is the preciousness, is the value and the worthiness. If alchemists really understand what is valuable and precious. And you, my love, are valuable and precious. And so is this beautiful heart. So as we're becoming oriented to our space and taking our breath here, and we're about to bow in, you are standing on that mountaintop in the west at the sunset. You can see the water in the foreground. And you see this beautiful sunset. And there's a gate, a golden gate. And this golden gate question for you is simply, what needs to be removed? What false shields need to be removed so you can remember your essence? And when you feel ready, bringing your hands and feet together, facing this golden gate, knowing you're like a block of stone, and this removal of everything that is not your essence. And when you're ready, giving a humble bow and laying it all down. And when you feel like you have set it down, really take your time and be honest. This is a high holy art here. And when you feel like you're ready, bringing your awareness to your feet on the earth and slowly taking as many breaths as you need to. Inhale. Fill your body with breath, with vital life force energy, with the spirit being inspirited and enlivened. Unfurl and step across the threshold. And we'll come right into our practice with showering chi. Inhale, connecting to the earth and drawing it up. Hands to the horizon. Exhale, leading from your thumb. Turn your hands over. Let your arms sink as your body rises. Inhale, gather the universe, gather the heavens. And now exhale, let heaven and earth mingle as it showers down through your beautiful vessel. As you become a vessel of love, standing between earth and sky. Inhale. Hands float up, body sinks. Exhale, hands turn over. Hands float down, body rises. Inhale, gather. Feel your hands, the palms of your hands, as if they're gathering sunlight. And now direct the palms of your hands to the top of your head and shining that sunlight down through your body. You have luminous hands of light, healing hands. One more time in silence. Let's come to our deep abdominal breathing into our center. As you breathe in, your belly expands. As you breathe out, your abdomen draws back toward your spine. Your mind drops down into your abdomen. Your breath anchors deep inside your body. With each breath, as you inhale, you feel yourself become more present. And as you exhale, you feel yourself become more present. A few more times on your own, really bringing your awareness to how it feels to breathe. Notice the multi-dimensionality of breath, how it influences your body, your mood, your stress level, your spirit. Last one. Now we're going to stay breathing deep. I'm just going to turn for you to see me. We're going to do kidney breathing. Just stay with that nice deep breath. Just connect it to your kidneys. I'll turn around so you can see. And as you breathe in, your abdomen expands and your awareness goes to your kidneys. Your pelvis tucks, the back spreads out. When you exhale, your pelvis releases and you just gently rise. Your kidneys are your batteries. In Qigong, we practice kidney breathing to charge your batteries. Most of our culture has kidney qi deficiency. And kidney qi deficiency just means you're tired, worn out, fatigued, a whole lot of other things. But if we can charge your kidney batteries, we can charge your whole body. And we can open this point here called Ming Men, and that opens up the channels for the energy to flow. Last one. Since we're breathing, we're going to stay with the breath just for a little longer and we'll get into the physical practice. Recently, I shared with you a breath called guardian breath, or Wei Qi breathing, where we breathe out longer than we inhale and it builds pressure and it creates your energy to go outward. So we're going to just do one round and I'm going to try not to, I'm going to try to keep the count. And so you can see my finger. I'll stand a little closer so you see my fingers in case you don't hear my voice. Finding your breath. You exhale. And then when you inhale, you in. 1, 2. Out. 1, 2, 3. In. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 1, 2. Out. 1, 2, 3. In. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 1, 2. Out. 1, 2, 3. In. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just breathe normally and just observe what's happening in your body. I feel a lot of times kind of a pressure, and that pressure is what brings that good chi out. Okay, let's move around a little. Let's knock on the door of life. Coming back to our roots. Roots are in the earth, top of our head lifted toward the heavens. Our spine is long. As we're turning from side to side, our arms are just gently swinging and knocking on our body, on your abdomen, that back area around your kidneys. That's called Mingmen, which is the door of life. So we're knocking on that area, charging our batteries, creating space. We're unwinding. Creating space. We're honoring, and also you're noticing you're honoring the physicality of your body. You're knocking on something firm. And we're connecting here. I want to connect you here, right here, because later tonight we're going to connect with water and earth. And so in the front of your body, the abdomen, that's earth center. And in the back where your kidneys are, that's water center. And so you mix earth and water, you have this like fertile soil. So have that image. Now let's come up to our lungs. And if you want to like clear and cleanse and release any stagnant energy or any emotion, you can do the lung sound. You could do the heart sound. Or any sound that's coming to you. Feeling yourself activating and enlivening your spine, connecting with your breath and your body, activating your energy body. Let's bring our hands back down now to our lower dantian. And we'll start to slow down. Just gradually slowing down until you're ready to stop knocking on your body and enter into the water. Enter into water waves and let this feel really good. Let your water flow clean and clear, just taking away any of the debris, any of whatever today had for you. Letting that go, any discomfort or sadness or stress, letting it just wash away. And then feel this freshness of oh, fresh water, fresh breath. Feeling nourished and cleared. And starting to let this slow down. Starting to move toward stillness. Gradually finding the stillness, feeling how it takes a minute to just unwind. You don't just get there. It's a process. It's a process. Then you arrive at a still point. And notice, even though your body is still, just sense and feel how much motion and energy is circulating through your body right now. Let's do a twist. I think we've done this before in this group. If not, let's learn it. Okay, your feet are about shoulder width apart. Doesn't matter which hand, we'll just say this hand. This hand is on top. This other hand is in the back. So when you find your breath, you take a nice deep breath. And then when you exhale, turn from your hips and your waist, and then start to be your low back and your shoulders. And then you see how your hands, one hand is behind you and one is in front. And now turn your palms so that they're away from each other and kind of push your palms away. And as you, because I know I'm talking, but when you push your hands away, you get that nice exhale. And it's a coil. And so then when you find your inhale, return to center. That back hand now floats in front of your body or at your chest level. You're turning from your hips and your waist. You're looking over your back shoulder, and now you're pressing your palms away from each other as you exhale deeper. Inhale back to center. You're in your center. You're not leaning to one side, but you're turning, twisting from your hips and your waist, looking over your shoulder, and pressing your palms away. Inhale. Turning from your hips and waist, look over your other shoulder, press your hands away. Let's move nice and slow at your own rate and rhythm. Feeling how you're uncoiling, unwinding. We talked about this before. Uncoiling wrings out the old stagnant chi and brings in fresh breath, fresh energy, and it creates an opportunity for your wei chi to come out to boost your immune system. Autumn is all about our immune system. And I have this vision, I'm sure many of you share, that we're cells in the body of God, right? And cells in the body of the cosmos. And right now we're immune cells. We are helping, we're as healers, as wise women, we are immune cells. We have a natural immunity. That doesn't mean we don't experience the fullness of life. Last one. Inhale back to center. And then let's just come back into water waves again. Let's just let the water wash away whatever you wrung out. That cloth, you know, it's not a very pretty image, but think of a cloth, you wipe something up, you wrung it out, it was dirty. Now you're rinsing it in the fresh water, and now that water is going to be nice and clear, that cloth is going to be clean, and so are you. Letting that slow down. Let's go ahead and tap up and down our sternum. These are your kidney points, but remember, these are emotional points for emotional well-being. They help you breathe. Anytime you're stressed and overwhelmed emotionally, do the sounds and tap on this way. Long, slow, deep breaths. Coming over to one side, knocking now your lung points, your lung channels. You can keep doing the sound if it feels good. Now you can use soft, loose fist or open hand, but you're going to go down the lung channel, the top of the elbow and the elbow, down to the thumb, up the first finger, top of the elbow, up the shoulder, back down. We'll do this pathway 3 times. Going to the other side. Down the yin channel to the thumb. Up the large intestine channel from the first finger. Up to the shoulder. And back down. Last one. Back to your chest. This is what I always say. I am strong. I remember having my son do this when he was little in his car seat going to school. That was a while ago. He would be, I am strong. Oh, my whole body is strong. Every cell in my body's working perfectly. And that line, every cell in my body's working perfectly. I learned that from my mentor, midwife, Teresa Elder. So, honoring our descendants and our mentors, our lineage as we stand. Feeling how you've activated chi. If you can feel this chi, then you're in the present moment because you're aware of your body. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and shake it up. Shake and shake, shake your wrists. If you want to bring your hands up over your head, you can. Shake your elbows and your shoulders and your chest and your breast and your belly and your hips and your legs. You can do the sound again if it feels good. Yeah, just shaking it out. And letting that slow down. Coming to stillness. Beautiful. Okay. Let's come into wise owl. Turns her head. We're just going to do this a few times. I'm not going to really tell you a story so much, more just be with the movement as a pure practice. So that's what the alchemist is doing. It's not adding flavor or color or poetry or story. It's like taking all the extra pieces off. So let's just do the form without a story. And yet have your fingers pointing to each other. Come into your stance, soften your knees, soften your pelvic floor, feel the soles of your feet on the earth. Feel yourself held by the earth, top of your head lifted, and there's a roundness here. You're going to work with your breath and move at your own rate and rhythm. And when you inhale, you're going to inhale and turn your head and your fingers to one side. And it's like you're taking a jar, a lid, like a big pickle jar, and it's a big old jar with those big old lids, and you're taking that lid off. So that's what your hands are doing. So you're going to inhale. Your eyes are open. So take your time and let your eyes travel at the speed of your fingers until your fingers face either toward the back wall or a little bit toward your body. Do not overextend yourself. See how I can overextend myself? That can be too much. So go as far as feels good and open. Go far enough. Go to the edge, your edge, but don't go past it. And since I'm talking a lot, let's just kind of be here, find your breath again. And then when you're ready to exhale, now you're going to work with your breath and slowly uncoil and unfurl your hands as you return back to center. Your eyes and hands make it to center together. All right, here we go to the other side. Inhale. Allow this opening up of the body. And then exhale, slowly releasing. Now your breath might not be that long, so move at a rate that matches your breath. Going from side to side. Eyes open. Feel the beauty of the unfurling, the spiral, the coil. As you consciously take it in. Being open to the possibility, willing. One more time. Returning to center. Bringing our hands to our heart. Acknowledging all that's here. And we're going to do, there's many variations of soaring crane. So if I say soaring crane number 1, maybe you'll know it's this. Another way I say this is heart to the sky. So palms touch, inhale, and exhale, and then now when you inhale, open, exhale, palms touch, heart to the earth. Inhale, open, heart to the sky. Exhale, heart to the earth. This is a flow, but I notice I often do it kind of like a stretch to really open up the back of my body and open up the front of my body. Breathing in. So as we're in this soaring crane motion now, we are opening ourselves up to the new possibility, and we are igniting that aspect of ourself that although we're rooted and centered deeper in our body, we have access to our heart, and we have nice deep breath and this healthy boundary. This is also feels like a healthy boundary movement for me. Remember, we're creating these boundaries that are not walls. They're not rigid protection places. They are protection like immune system, but they are places of unification. It's our ego that separates us. So in a strange paradoxical way, that even though we have more healthy boundaries in place, we're better able to connect with others. We're more available in ways that are healthy and in alignment. Last one, palms touch at your heart. Soften, rest, integrate. I'm going to introduce to you the radiant lotus form, which is a radiant heart form. It's a part of practice that I share usually in the summertime for love and kindness, Qigong. So we're going to work with our heart fire. Fire is what softens rigid muscles. So I guess I'm naturally touching my heart. So let's connect with our heart. Connecting to your heart fire. As alchemists and as immune cells in the world, and as those of us that are moving through the world as vessels of love, we're following our heart's desire. So we're acknowledging this area. Let's come back to prayer, and I'll teach you this form. You'll learn it better in the summer, but for now, you're in prayer position, you're inhaling, your fingers are pointed toward the sky. Exhaling, your hands point toward the earth, and then they roll through. So the back of your hands touch. I'm going to step just a little closer. So you have a lotus flower at your heart. Palms down. Brilliant. Perfect. You got it. Yes. Good. Okay. So this is the radiant lotus. Make sure you can see all of my hands. So you're going to find your breath. Inhale, and as you exhale, your hands come down and then reach up over your head. I don't know if you can see. You're making it the triangle, your first finger and thumb touch. Now, don't worry about your breath too much. Just draw your hands down from the sky down to your heart. You're connecting your heart to something bigger. You're in vertical axis, vertical alignment with the divine. And then from there, your hands face the earth, and then they float down from your heart, down in front of your lower dantian, the earth element in your body, and into the earth, down toward the earth. When you're ready, you're going to inhale and draw that earth energy up to your heart. Turn your hands out, and now press your hands forward. Share your heart. with the world. Once you share your heart with the world, you will be in the circuitry of love and you will receive what you share, and it'll grow and nourish you as your heart blooms. So we'll do this as a flow. And ready? Hands float down and then rise up, connecting to something bigger and greater, drawing that divine wisdom in through your body and through your mind and anchor it in your heart. Let your hands face the earth and let your heart become devoted and rooted and connected to the earth, knowing you are earth. Earth is you. And then let the earth rise up through your body, up to your heart. And now share your love, share your essence with the world. And then receive the beauty back. Now let's start to soften this. You may not notice it all tonight. It's totally okay. You have a replay. Up. Let's make this into a flow. Drawing it down to your heart. Turn your hands toward the earth, all the way down. Inhale, hands come up to your heart. Exhale, share your heart. Inhale, receive. Exhale, hands float up. Inhale, receive. Hands float down. Turn toward the earth. Exhale. Hands go to the earth. Body sinks a little. Inhale, draw the earth up. Body sinks a little more. Exhale, share your heart. Inhale, receive and rise. Grow, bloom. Exhale, let it all go. Trust into the divine. Receive the light shining down into your vessel in vertical axis, vertical alignment. Connect with the earth. Be rooted, devoted, nourished by the earth. Let the earth nourish your roots. Come up to your heart. Share your heart. Share your essence. And let your lotus bloom, knowing your roots are in the fertile soil of your lower dantian and of your kidneys. This heart fire, this golden light, this is the gold that an alchemist is seeking. This is the elixir of love, of chi. This heart fire, this golden light of being in the circuitry of love is what melts your shields, false shields of protection that you no longer need. Illumination, nourishment, purpose, giving and receiving love is what we're here for. This is what heals. Let's do this in silence a few times. Make it as soft and as beautiful as you want it to be. This is our last time. Feel how your heart is open. You have access to your heart. And there's just breathe here for a moment and just feel how your heart has room. When you can breathe deeper, a few of the old identities and layers are shifting, unraveling, creating space. Now let's come to this triangle. Let's beam your heart out, this golden beam. And now this posture here, this is a standing posture. It's a posture of power. And this posture has a lot. There's no way I could cover it all tonight, but just know that this posture is a protective posture, so that all this negative, whatever 5G or just whatever it is that you're not in alignment and harmony with you, it can't really pass you. And then it's also a focal point. It's a focal point for your heart, the golden beams of your heart to go. So if you wanted to send love to someone or send your heart intention, you make this mudra, this posture, and come into your prayer, and you extend this golden beam of light from your heart to someone to amplify it, kind of like a magnifying glass. And then also it can also, again, kind of like a magnifying glass, it can come to your heart, woo, and like open a closed heart. It can soften the shields. Okay. Receiving. Let's come back to prayer. And now let's come back to soaring crane again. We're not going to do palms touch. You'll recognize it as soon as we do it. Inhale, hands open. Exhale, palms turn. First finger and thumb touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, when your first finger and thumb touch, you're now in a cultivating state, a distilling state, an extracting state. We are connecting with the white light and the gold light that is present here and collecting it. We're inhaling and exhaling through our mouths. So we are releasing, and yet we're extracting and connecting with that golden white light, pearly light of our essence, of our lungs, of our breath, of our immunity, being vessels of love and being cells, immune cells in the body of humanity. And then let's let our hands float down a little lower, and you'll notice your breath will draw deeper into your lungs. The deeper your breath goes into your lungs, the more chi is carried in your blood cells, the more your blood is oxygenated, the better you are at being able to tap into that intrinsic healing ability that we have. Coming to standing for a brief moment. The sensing and feeling this golden light from your heart and this pearly white light, and there's a roundness. This is courage. This is your shield of essence. In temple we call this your luminous light shield, the shield that radiates the essence of who you are out into the world. And we're feeling it here, but know that it's at your back too. And who are you? You are love. Let's do Soaring Crane one more time. Opening, closing, first finger and thumb touch. That's your exhale. Inhale. Draw that into your sphere, like you're condensing, you're consolidating, you're packing, you're aware of the substance chi that's around you, and you're bringing it into your space as a resource to resource you for your healing process. So your wounds become scars, and then your scars become wisdom. And you can beam this white pearly light. Your hands are alive with white pearly light, your golden light. You're connecting with it. And now you drop your elbows and push out and sink down and have this dance, this healthy boundaries. This that are not barriers, but these healthy boundaries. Now open, inhale, exhale, extracting the chi. Inhale, draw it into your lungs, to your chest, to your breast, into your heart, into your blood vessels, and then exhale out. Standing your ground, being powerful. Inhale. A few times in silence, knowing I say silence and then speak, knowing that you're creating and continuing to create this field of energy around you. This is your vehicle for you to travel through your life, through your world, so that you have a natural immunity to these times, so you have an ability to endure and cope with what's coming to you, and you have an ability to come into alignment so that you are able to magnetize to you the resources and the help and the team and the support, and then all the rest, that extra stress and stuff just starts to fall away because you find a way to cope and endure in a way that's healthy, or a way to get the support you need. Soft and slow. And this is our last one. And instead of pushing out right here, just bring this light to your chest, bring this healing energy to your chest, and let your hands float down. Feel how much energy you have right here. Play with your chi ball for just a second. We're about to complete, but I would just use this beautiful chi and wash your face. Wash your face, your eyes, so you can open yourself up to a possibility to see something different, have a new solution, maybe even hold the energy over your eyes. And hold the energy over your ears to open yourself up to hear something new. You might get someone says just the right thing. And sense, we'll just hold it over our mouth and our throat so that we may speak the words that we need to speak. Bringing that beautiful energy down into our lower dantian, and we're coming into completion. Let's pull down the heavens in the 6 directions. Inhaling, hands float up. Exhaling, palms turn toward the sky as your body turns to one side. One hand in front of you, one hand behind you. Inhale, gather, and let it all wash down, bathing you, integrating you, so you feel whole, holy, precious, valuable, loved, worthy. And turn. Inhaling and integrating what is outside of you with what is inside of you. One more time on each side so you feel complete. And really focus on this as your hands float down, that you're really encouraging this energy to come down to your center, your lower dantian. Last one. And take all the time you need on this last one as you let your hand float down, really integrating your whole experience in a way that feels really good. And then bring your hands over your lower dantian as you step a little closer together. Your feet come closer together. Come into bamboo in the wind. And just feel the residual energy spiraling and moving toward your center. Nice, slow, deep breathing. And taking your hand and moving in clockwise direction, the way that energy goes. Just kind of, this is a way to encourage that energy to come toward your lower dantian so you can cultivate this energy and store it for later. And any residual energy that you don't need to keep is just like this extra, it just goes out the sides of your legs and down into the earth. And I know we went one way, so just go the other way a little bit. And now this is the yin direction. It just like consolidates it. It seals it in, it like screws it in. There we go. There, you feel that? And from here, we bow to the healing work. We bow to the fire element, to the heat, the warmth, the golden light, and to the metal element that becomes malleable, that can shift, that can adjust, and still hold its worth and still hold its value. And we bow to each other, to the healing, to the practice. We bow to our teacher's teacher, and the teacher within. Inhaling, receiving the gift of the alchemist and the refining and the peeling away of everything that is not the essence of you. And step across the threshold back. Thank you. What a beautiful practice. I invite you to journal. Obviously, journal on anything and everything that came up. Journal on what it's like to work with fire and metal to melt the gold for it to become malleable. Journal maybe on the elixir, on the golden light, or you can journal on the things that are being shed, that are being released, on the healing process, whatever comes to you.